You know? But it's what we're gonna do, I guess. I'm gonna eat some more of this popcorn that's still sitting here. It's very cold at this point. The butter has congealed. What a shitty random rare relic to get. Oh my god. What a fucking annoying thing to get. Like, really? I feel like Judgment is a really good early game card, and it really falls off. But you, like, never get it in the early game, which is the real kicker. Had a jump scare in the bathroom because I thought a spider landed on me, but it was my hair. I think we've all been there at some point in time. I do love me a pressure point, so I think we're going to take it. You know what? I'm just going to kill you.
I'll be back in like 2 seconds.
Okay.
Miles needs to talk to me.
Okay. She has to attend to her gaze. Which, again, don't we all? Yo, okay, pressure point deck, maybe? As I sup from this orange juice-infused water. Maybe we go here, hit this boss, go this way, go this way, go this way. Maybe. I'm already pretty hurt, but why not? Why not run our rounds early into... Oh my god, are you fucking with me? Well, you know what? It gave it to me right away. Breaking every bone in your body before poking you to death. Alright. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I don't really like any of these. Well, I do like Consecrate. I'll take it. Interesting, okay. This is gonna be a weird one. I can tell. I can feel it. There was a level of fear in my heart right now. Because this boss is an early game ender, for sure. Yeah, we're not exactly looking hot. We're playing dicey. We're playing too fucking fast and loose, you know what I mean? There we go. Not enough damage. Okay. I should have used Consecrate anyway. It's a 0 cost. I'm just looking at my HP like, oh. Oh. You know what? Anchor is incredible. Thank you. I love it. Maybe we pivot off and we go get healed. And then we just continue to get healed. Hopefully, anyway, without running into too much violence. That didn't fucking kill it? Oh my god. Get out of here. Hey! Well, it worked out. Never mind. Give us our prostates. Orichalcum's good for what we've got going with us right now. Upgrading a card's great. I would love to be able to put 11 points of pressure on. Give me that heal. And I think we're going to defend and defend. We didn't need to do double defend, but we're going to. Okay. We're going to take some damage here, but we're going to mark them out really hard. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm out. It just works. Alright, heal me up again. We're nice and clean now. Early game pressure points is nice. And you know what? While I'm here, why not? Sure. I would love just pressure point deck, please. Because like, if you can get it stacking those big numbers, it's crazy. Alright, we've got a pretty good amount of HP here, so I think we're going to up our other pressure points to 11, so that way we can be doing 22 if we get them both on at the same time. Early pressure point is good, as is a Prostate. I'll pop Vigilance, because why not just get in the mood, you know? We are going to take a bit of stupid damage here, but that's fine. And by a bit, I mean a lot. It is a 6x6, but you know. Fuck, that hurts, man. Alright, defend, consecrate, strike, pressure point. Not a fan of the chip damage, but you know. We are getting chipped every single time here. Alright, do another pressure point, 33 damage stack. That's nice, that's not bad. I really want to thin my deck more so I can be playing these prostates and these pressure points. I'm just waiting until I get a comment from somebody who's like, please stop calling them prostates in like the YouTube posts. I'm waiting for it. It's got to happen at some point, right? Jesus Christ. There we go. The fact that they're stacking in that way is so crazy to me. If Desmond was here, they would be begging, but I'm not going to do it. I'll take that, though. Pressure point prostate deck called the prostate exam. See, that sounds fucking great, though. That's awesome. I love it. Another pressure point. Let's go. Oh, baby. Like, it falls apart a little bit with these, where you have multi-guy things, but it can still be useful, you know? Good combo, actually. I don't love that we're going to be taking this much damage early on, but... oh well. I wonder if Pressure Point counts as a debuff. Because it does get applied to you. So if we do get the debuffing card, does it count? These are the questions that we're asking. These are the answers that we seek. If it doesn't, valid crash out. I mean, they do feel like they would be something that should be a debuff, right? Like, all things statistically considered here. I gotta remember, first rounds I have Orichalcum and Anchor. Simply die, please. Thank you. Carve Reality is nice, but I think we're going to avoid it. Oh! Panache could be really good if we get a bunch of zero-cost cards, though. Oh, baby. Do we want to be going for Panache now instead? Oh! Because we have multiple prostates. No, I think we stick to our pressure points. We stick to the hope and to the dream. We keep the faith. We keep the faith. We can't actually immediately go to another shop, which is pretty funny. Doesn't have it, but it does have another prostate and another pressure point. I could actually make another pressure point if I wanted to. I think we're just going to remove another strike. And we're going to hold on the rest of our materials for now. You know what? Let's take the heal, because I don't think we can get gray cards in that. We do have another shop on the way, so we're going to head towards that. If you have multiple prostates, please contact your medical professional. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Admittedly, you probably should talk to your doctor if you have multiple. 85 gold for relic. I think we're just gonna leave. It's not that I don't want the relic, but it's that I'm banking on a different possible gray card in the shop. Horncleat. Second turn getting block for free is big. We've got 1, we've got 2. Can we get number 3? See, beauty of pressure points on these guys. Direct damage. Look at that. A thing of beauty. I didn't need to do that, it turns out. Ultra Kill Love Sense mod goes crazy with this one trick. The fact that I found out that there's a butt plug thing for Final Fantasy is so fucking funny, man. Like, I cannot imagine being, like, in a high-level raid and being like, my ass needs to be buzzing. Like, what are you doing? I mean, hey, if it makes you a better raider, I can't criticize it. It's just, it's such a weird choice of thing to do. I also love that we have the card that works off of our prostates. I think I saw that on co-host back in the day. Yeah. You bitch. You prick. Not letting me get out unscathed. Same idea as cheating at chess, but it's for 14 raid callouts. Dude, that would be the next fucking level of cheating. That would be, like, almost undetectable. Another pressure point, let's go! We are not getting this, I don't think. I do not believe that we are going to be getting the gray card that we want. What if we build it to work with StarCraft? What are you gonna do? Check my ass? Every time a unit of your dies, it goes off. Zerg games go crazy. The person that's playing the Zerg just, like, endlessly sitting there being like, I'm alright. Don't worry about it. I'm good. Now, if I could just get some energy buffs to do, like, more card plays, we'd be good. Because, like, look at that. That's crazy. Oh, you're gonna be fun. You fucker. A free prostate exam goes pretty hard. Free brilliance is pretty good too. Look at that. Silk Song, but with love's compatibility. What have we created? What is this discussion? You know? I'm gonna be real, I would be petrified of giving somebody control of a sex toy via the internet. Like, there's that one guy that made the fucking joke meme post about, like, getting your fucking, like, chastity belt, like, locked via hacking, and all I can think about is, but that would happen, though. Like, like somebody would do that to you and then try to be like, pay me 45,000 Bitcoin or else your cock is locked. Like, Silksong cum % beat the game without coming sounds awesome. Jesus Christ. Like, that sounds like something that you'd tell people that play, like, Nikkei. Like, beat Nikkei, but without fucking jacking it. Dude, this guy's a huge piece of shit. Last Descendant. I can't even remember what that game looks like. It's so nothing. I can't even think about it. Worship is 5 mantra, we'll take it. First Descendant. Guy, it doesn't clarify it for me at all. Is that the one that's like Gunnar Destiny? Alright, this is going to be an interesting boss. And we started off with maybe like the most optimal beginning play that we could, which was 2 for 2. I like it. I'm here for it. And we get another 2, look at that. You know what? Let's go for it. We are going to take some damage here, but that's fine. Warframe is for Gooners? What do you mean? It's different. It's different. Warframe has had gooning tacked onto it, whereas the other one was made so you'd stare at South Korean animated girls' butts. We should be fine, assuming that we can get another pressure point next turn. If we can get a pressure point, we're cooking. First Ascending Gooners look like they're made by people who now jack it to AI art. I don't even think there's anything inherently wrong with the jacking it to AI art. I just think it's like... if you're gonna use AI to jerk it, why don't you use AI text? Because, like, the text can at least talk at you, you know? I think we're gonna modify our eruption here. Think you gotta have some standards when jerking it? Buddy, people have never had standards. They were looking at soggy playboys in the woods 50 years ago. Like, they were pulling out a fucking playboy covered in maggots from the wood stump. Weird set of cards, but okay. Hell, they were doing that not even that long ago. I remember when I found pornography in the woods area when I was working with children. And I had to, like, hide the pornography from them. I love playing hide the pornography. This one's going to be a little annoying, because we are going to have to be playing the spreading out of our debuffs. I like my horrific body proportions. Porn made by man. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, cool. This is working out very nicely. There we go. I think I will take Liquid Memories, actually. So I can play another card again. Fight a boss from Act 1? Yeah. Let's fucking go, buddy. Let's see how this plays out. Oh, this is a great start. This is a beautiful start. We get a 0 attack right off the cuff. We get a double application of that. We can totally go in for a Prostate, and we can go for a Miracle, which gets us more worship. We get to play the whole hand. And take almost 40% of, or not 40%, 40 of their HP off. That's great. Hit them with another pressure point, because why wouldn't you? Fucking go in for a Reach Heaven and generate a card. They're gonna split, which is gonna be really annoying. They're not attacking, though, which is admittedly very nice. Which means that we can apply a pressure point, use a Brilliance, and then do a Through Violence. Beautiful. Grab his stick and twist it, but you know, prostate exam. The prostate build is working, man. It's doing some numbers. Welcome back.
Thanks. I hate the stupid Halloween noises.
I usually have that stuff muted because streamer mode.
I'm gonna play Fields of Mystria for a little bit.
Sounds good.
Sorry, the DM was talking to me because he... Not complaining is the wrong word.
Yeah.
But he wasn't happy with me.
Because?
So, oh my god, did these sprout? No, not yet. So, okay, my character has, like, the whole, like, wife, or, like, the partner thing.
Yeah, whiff.
The whiff. And she...
Golden Eye?
We were, like, going through, like, so, like, basically the world got torn apart. It got very, like Kingdom Hearts, Devil May Cry, where, like, the islands or pieces of land are floating and whatever. And, like, we were running past a building, like this gigantic tower, and I sensed that my wife was in there, and I was like, oh, shit. But we were like 100 feet away.
Sorry.
And we...
Excuse me.
Don't die. And the tower was like 20 stories high, and so I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna enlarge myself, because I have that ability.
Oh, Vajra.
Like, and then
we're not using that.
I'm gonna put like 7 pounds of dynamite underneath a shield, and I'm gonna stand on it like it's a surfboard. Because here's the thing, this place we were in also had low gravity because of some weird magic bullshit. So I got thrown into the air. I was able to catch. And sorry, my brain. So I was able to catch the thing, but not like barely. I didn't make all the way up. So I had to crawl. And I succeeded twice. I failed and got a nat 1, but I had a DM inspo, so I was able to roll again, and I got higher. And so I was able to get up to the top, and so basically that whole tower is supposed to be like a wizard's tower dungeon thing.
Yeah.
But what I did was I just like tore open a window and like tore the wall down, and then reached in and grabbed my wife and her like bodyguard and pulled them out, and then jumped back down. And so the DM was just like, you kind of broke the game. He's like, I feel bad. He's like when that happens, can I just tell people no? And I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, you can't. I'm like, or just make the rolls really high.
You kind of broke the game.
Yeah, like he had to be like, all right, I need 5 minutes to go figure out what the fuck I'm doing. And so
I mean, you just speed it up.
Like, I felt... Well, what he ended up doing was, like, all of the enemies that were supposed to be in the tower came out. So instead of fighting them one at a time, we ended up having to fight them all at once.
That's fair. You did a violence. Also, Hickory, I hate to tell you this. What you were saying is tame for this chat. You have not done irreparable damage to anything. So don't worry.
But I almost died. I was down to, like... out of my 80 HP, I had 20 left. And this guy was hitting for, like, 20 HP a hit. So I'm like, dude, I'm one hit away from getting my ass freaking kicked. And then, we were able to do it, thankfully. But, like, all of us were hurting at the end of it. And I'm like, I'm really sorry. I'm like, but I did what, like... I hate being like that. I did what my character would do, because sometimes people do that to be assholes. But I'm like, my character's wife was in that tower.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't give a shit about anything right now. She wants her wife back. So, I miss my wife, Tails. I miss her a lot. And so, like... She said fuck it, and she did the thing, and she got her wife back, and now... But then she was like, hey, like, because her and her wife are, like, on, like, kind of messy terms right now.
Yeah.
And so... She was like, hey, I'm glad you're okay. However, like, you have to leave. Like, you can't stay here and keep helping us. You need to find a way to go back and be safe. And the wife was like, okay. But then, like, as we're healing, like, sitting there healing for... Because, like, literally, for 3 hours, we were in combat.
That's crazy.
So, like, it was a long fucking dungeon. And so, like... She's, like, basically gonna let us all heal and rest, and then she's gonna, like, walk over and be like, hey, no, go fuck yourself. Like, I'm coming with you. Because next session we're fighting, like, the big bad. So...
Understandable. We love wife. We do love wife. That's why Rachel's here.
But, like, I didn't even... I feel bad, because, like, I literally didn't hit anything. That entire session, I was healing people because I'm a cleric. I'm half cleric, kinda. I'm half cleric, so like it was just me mass healing people, and like I attacked him. Maybe I think I hit him with my sword twice.
Sometimes that's just how life be, you know.
Yeah, but I felt bad.
Why?
It's like, I'm
a cleric's gotta do cleric job.
I know, but it's like I'm a fighter. I need to be doing like big hits all time. But like, it was rough, man.
We did not get the gray card we wanted in any of these shops, but we have made this a prostate build. I mean, it sounds like it was a good time anyway. Have you considered rolling better?
No, like, I didn't have the chance to like, actually swing my sword or anything, because we kept getting hit so aggressively that every time my fucking round came, it's like, I cast fucking mass heal.
Yeah,
like, I just kept having to fucking cast lay on hands, mass heals, like, spare the dying. Like, I just had to keep pumping out health, like, healing shit. It was crazy.
Wow, that did not kill you? I'm a little bit offended, if I'm going to be completely honest. Well, okay. That resolves that issue. At least for one turn. We have a combination of cards in this deck that is pressure points and prostate. It's actually prostrate, but I always call it prostate because it's a person bent over. Which is what prostrating yourself is, but it's not funny. And so we're just...
Then,
go on.
Then, so we were trying to use the portals to our advantage, right?
As one does.
And my DM kept getting mad because I was like, okay, so because the portal that we fell in, like,
This is
we
gonna be
wouldn't,
annoying.
we wouldn't be able to like fall and land. It's like we had to like, as we were like falling, we had to figure out a way to like give ourselves momentum to get to the piece of land. I was like, okay, I'm like, I have a rotating shield. And they're like, okay, where's this going? I'm like, I want to hold on to my shield as it's rotating around my body, like as it's starting to rotate around the my person. Like I want to hold on to it, and then I'm gonna use it as like a momentum thrust. So I'm gonna like throw myself off of it to get onto the land, and then when everyone else is jumping through this portal, I'm gonna lasso them to pull them on. And the DM was just sort of stared and was like, okay. Like,
just make a good roll. Alright, I don't think we have anything of super high import here, so I think we just want to get nice and HP'd up. Now this is going to be where it's a bit annoying, because we are going to be having to break through these guys' debuff barrier before we can do anything. Because they have a fucking debuff barrier, because of course they do. So our fucking... our skill set that we've built up here is not going to be of all too particular good for us at the moment. We might actually lose on this one, because I hadn't anticipated this boss. Alright, pressure point, pressure point. Oh! Okay. We can just do huge number. I forgot entirely that Divinity would give us gigantic fucking number. With the power of prostate massages, I know we'll win. I mean, it's looking like our big number is gonna really help us out in this regard, so kind of. I love doing like 100 damage because a man kept bending over. Alright, we should be able to get them next turn. This is going to be a problem, though. Yep, there it is. That's going to be the issue. Okay, well this actually might just be a problem in general. I was really thinking we were going to get a pressure point for this, but... Shikata Ganayo. Yeah, it looks like we're actually just going to probably lose. Which really blows ass. Finger and ass jutsu? I mean, it's not a winner in Naruto, and apparently it's not a winner here either. We did get all the way to the donuts, but, like, the fact that it was the donuts and not, like, anybody else is what killed us, and that's really aggravating. Like, deeply, deeply, genuinely upsetting. Because, like, we're so close to a purple win, and it always falls apart at the end. And that's the thing that's, like, really, really grinding my fucking gears out. Because it's like, it's always the purple gets just erased at the beginning, or you waste a 40-minute window. You know? Let's transform our cards and get rid of our two most important cards. Donut hard counters prostate build, unfortunately. It's true. If you can't fit your finger past the puffy ring, you know? You can't get in there for the prostate. Follow up and like water. Weird. We did just get rid of the ability to go into calm, so that's very funny. I don't like any of these paths. I think we'll just take the straight path and fight the boss and hope for the best. We are going to take stupid damage right from the beginning, apparently. I yearn for debuff build. But I feel like I only ever get debuff build on the red guy. I'm good. Also, Rachel, I am reticent about you playing that game that we played.
Oh?
We spent 2.5 hours in the first mission figuring out how the game functions. And then, like, eventually we figured out a way to get through everything, like, nice and clean. But, like, boy, is that a game that requires thought.
Ugh.
Just the It's also like pitch black for I would say like 70% of the map. I think it'd go faster if 3 of us and Rachel, since we'd be able to help. I mean, true. Deal 6 damage at a smite. Sure, we'll take it. Give me discovery. Why not? Don't really care for any of these right now. There is a lot of be sneaky tactics. This is true. What do we have after this? A dude, a fire, a store. Okay. It's gonna be a little rough, I think.
I can't go to bed till my ribs are cooked.
Why are they still not cooked?
That's what happens when you slow cook stuff. It takes a while. They have about...
So this is a tomorrow meal.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought this was a tonight thing that's just been getting pushed back.
No.
We're very hurt.
I'm prepping it tonight, and then tomorrow I make the potatoes, and you put the ribs and like the curry that they're in over top of mashed potatoes.
Yeah, on a bed of potato.
It's comfort food. I'm very excited.
To me, it would be stressful. Something I don't care for, and if I screw it up, is bad for, like, 24 hours. Before I ever know.
I mean, or you can be like me and go like, it's the temperature that it's allowed to be to kill all the bad stuff. I'm gonna try some.
As I said until stream last night, your brain wrinkly, gross, full of thoughts, disturbing plans for debuff builds. My brain smooth, based, full of microplastics, and the nails structurally sound and given to greater slaughter. So you're a word bearer, or not a word bearer, a world eater. I see. I didn't know that those existed in this century. Hi, I cast spells. Can you guess which army I play? Tiny chest. You know what? I will gladly take the waffle to get more HP.
Waffle.
Miss me with that witch-ass psychic shit? Well, the intent is to not miss you. It's to kill you. So, you know. This is fine. Fight me like a real warrior and shove your finger up the enemy's ass. No, you use magic to do that. You get a mage hand that's invisible, and then you make it do the fucking thing that Kakashi did to everybody. We've got a full gambit, T-Sun Noid, World Eater Hickory, me who's big Slanesh, Emperor's Children fan, and Shepard who's a Nurgleburger chef. True. Got 4 points of the star right there. I also really like Hashut. Give me those fucking chorfs. That said, the prices of the chorfs are fucking awful.
My cow's fucked.
Why?
I got a baby.
Oh, like actually fucked.
Yeah, they fucked.
Okay, I thought you were saying my cow apostrophe S is fucked.
No. Cow's fucked.
Gotcha.
Baby.
Where Abaddon Mongrel? We don't have a Chaos Undivided individual yet. I like Malal / Malice because apparently I'm prone to contrarianism. Pasta, do you know about Nekaho? Because Nekaho is really funny. Because they are basically the chaos god of contrarianism. Nekaho, you say? Yeah, their whole thing is that they are the chaos god of atheism.
That's pretty funny, actually.
So, like, their whole thing is just like, fuck it, I don't care, do whatever you want.
I can't wait this weekend to just play this game. I forgot how much I loved Fields of Mystria.
I'm glad you enjoy the game.
Until the Harvest Moon game comes out.
That, yeah, you get the Harvest Moon game in like a couple days. Whenever Humble decides to charge me.
And then no one's ever gonna see me ever again.
Well, we don't know about that. Important question, Rachel owns a cow in a video game. Not in real life. Rachel would. Nekaho going Emperor stole my whole flow.
Because I used to own horses.
See, the funny thing is, I could see the Emperor being like the Warhammer 40k version of Nekaho because they were trying to turn him into a Chaos God. So, like, what if he became the Chaos God and then they were like, boom, the Chaos God of fucking atheism? I do like how many people are pivoted towards that, because it's like you have fucking the Emperor being directed towards becoming a Chaos God by the Chaos Gods. You have fucking Vashtor trying to become a Chaos God. You've got fucking what's his face, the Demon Prince of Chaos Undivided. It's like everybody's sitting there looking at each other like across the room. I don't want 40k end times to ever happen. I actually would prefer if 40k never had another story element. Because every time they're like, let's do a big, expansive thing, I'm just like, well, congratulations, you've ruined a part of the mystery. Like, I like the Horus Heresy stuff to a degree, but I think that you could have done with, like, 48 less books. Like, there was too many Horus Heresy books, just straight up. You should have followed almost nobody.
Hi, Beans. I love Beans.
If you want your 40k end time stuff, you rotate your big villains, so it's like, a new wave of Tyranids have entered the galaxy and they're coming from all sides. And it's like, okay, well, every faction has an excuse to fight them. A Necron Overlord is threatening to overthrow the Silent King, and he's taking it out on everybody else. Okay, well, you all have to team up to fight him. It's like, yeah, just do that stuff. Consider the potential for Erebus to die and Lorgar to get Corvus. No, I'm good.
I am gonna go check on my ribs one last time, and then I'm gonna lay down and go sleep.
That's okay.
I'm very tired.
Go to bed.
I'll have to set an alarm.
I'll wake you up in case you oversleep.
And then tomorrow we can have
Date day.
Date day.
Go and do your thing.
I'm so tired.
Love you too.
When
What?
when are you gonna be done?
I'll probably end after this one.
So like 30 minutes?
Probably around there, yeah.
Okay. I'll try to stay awake so we can video.
You don't need to. You can do whenever you wake up.
Love you. Bye.
Love you too. Goodbye. I don't give a shit about other loyalist Primarchs, but I want Corvus to show up as a bird demon. That does sound cool. It would be cool if the loyalist army got one really fucked up looking model, right? Like it would be cool if Corvus showed up and the Raven Guard got a Primarch model and the Primarch model looked like a fucking demon. And you just have to deal with it. I actually really want the new Raven Guard models that came out, like the new guy. Because I feel like I could kit bash it very effectively. But I want to buy, like, a bunch of Seraphon stuff. That'd be sick, but GW's allergic to awesome sauce ideas. No, the problem is that 40k fans are some of the most annoying fuckers on the planet, and no matter what you do, they will be upset. You give the Necrons personality? Well, I wanted them to be the Terminator. You give them the fact that there are still Terminator Necrons out there? Yeah, but I don't like that this one exists that can talk. But then they liked the pariahs from Dawn of War. So they wanted Necrons that could talk, but they didn't want Necrons that could talk. Like, everybody loved the pariahs. People were mad when they got retconned out. It's very frustrating to deal with Warhammer fans. And I say this as a Warhammer fan from before the official release of the Horus Heresy novels. Like, one of the most annoying types of people that you can interact with is guy who's too into Warhammer says guy who's too into Warhammer. Like, I know what we're dealing with. I know what creatures are out there. I love my golden guardians, but only if they're boys. Dude, the fucking Custodes thing is the craziest. Because if you look at how Custodes are made and how Space Marines are made, it's two different processes entirely. So people are like, no, I don't like that there's girls in it because Space Marines. And I'm just like, they're each uniquely crafted beings. Like, the Custodes are all special little projects that have been made from the ground up to be their own unique being. Space Marines are all following the genetic template of, like, 21 dudes. And even then, like, the boys don't always live through it. So it's like, why would you bother to do this to women when the percentage value is so low, right? Like, statistically, they probably aren't going to survive it. But you know what? If you want to do Space Marine women, if you want to have female Space Marines, right? If you want to have them, there's like a really, really, really easy way to do it. One, Amara Starde and Erda and their Selenar compatriots made like this small little group of people, and then they fled during the heresy, and they're just like one little group, and they're your dudes over there, and they don't need to be canon to the wider universe because that's your narrative. 2, Warp Storm rips open from another reality. There you go. Just make it easy. Like, that's it. As long as it's cool, most people won't care, and if they care, then they suck to play with. Fabius's New Men. Yeah, if you want to do a Chaos Space Marine army with, like, women in Space Marine armor, there's multiple different versions. There's Fabius's New Men, which you could use, and just be like, this is his newest variety. These ones are special, so he put armor on them because he doesn't want them to die. You could say that it's like the one lady that took the Iron Warrior's armor and then swelled to fit inside of it because of chaos magic. Like, that woman got huge. No one could tell that she wasn't a Chaos Space Marine until she, like, took the helmet off. Like, you can bullshit it any way you want, man. And as long as it's fun and cool, most people won't care. And if they care, don't play with them. The beauty of what you... this is why I'm so, I want it to be the sandbox, not the story. Why I don't want GW to progress stuff. Too much. Some progression, okay. New stuff being introduced, cool. But, like, lingering too much and revealing too many things, no. Sandbox is fun. Because Warhammer was always just meant to be your dudes, man. Let people have fun narrative adventures with their dudes. That's my like big sticking point. Is just let people make their dudes. There's 2 whole factions of Space Marines that don't exist to fit the ability to let people just make their own guys. And then because they understood that that's not really enough, there's the Dark Founding where nobody knows the faction that the people are coming from. Also, like, don't blame Templars for it because, like, it's only, like, a small amount of them. But it is enough that you sit there and you look at them a little bit side-eyed sometimes, you know? It's like Krieg players. Like, you know that 98% of Krieg players aren't those people. But then you look at some Krieg players and you're just like, buddy, come on. It's like Space Wolves. There's a bunch of Space Wolves that, like, in real life hate the Thousand Suns. And I'm like, man, they're not real. Like, Like, they're not real. But yeah, no, like, my big thing for Warhammer has and will always be just, like, as long as your kit bash idea is cool, like, who gives a fuck, man? Like, that's my big thing. I want it to be the coolest shit, and if you can come up with the coolest shit, then we're good. Yeah, why not? Hold on, I want to see if I can find something really quickly. Because it's one of the coolest kit bashes I've ever seen. What the fuck am I hearing right now? Am I hearing like a muted Slay the Spire? I am. When you mouse out, Slay the Spire still makes sound, but not a lot of it. Okay. Here. I pulled an Instagram page. This, I won't throw it in the video, because it's a pain in the ass. This is like the coolest kit bash I've ever seen. Like, they made a Tyrannid army that is a fucking Inquisition army. Where it's just a guy piloting a fucking Hive Tyrant. Like a mecha. Like, that's the coolest shit. And somebody, you know that there's that one guy. There's that one guy who'd see that and be like, no, this isn't canon. And be like the most insufferable piece of shit. But like, it's so cool. And that's what I strive for, is like, if you're doing Warhammer kit bashing, and you want to do stuff that's not explicitly canon, just make it really cool, and no one will care. Like, imagine that you go to a tournament, right? And they're like, hey, you're up against the guy that plays Tyrannids. And then you open up the fucking box, and you see that the guy's Tyranids just have a bunch of Imperial shit strapped to them. And you're like, alright, man. There's an entire galaxy, so it's probably possible thought process. Yeah, exactly. It's a huge galaxy. There's tons of shit that's possible. There's factions we don't know about. Oh, they got affected by a hit. Okay. Like, I really love the creative side of Warhammer. And I feel like a lot of people just don't want to interface with it, and that's completely fine. But, like, saying that it needs to be aggressively codified and lore-focused, it's like, the fun part of the lore is that it's, like, bullshit. One of the staple things for me, for Warhammer, that's, like, really, really cool, right? Was the fact that back in the day, a lot of the lore was decided based on who was beating who at the table that week. Like, the fact that there's codexes, or codices, I suppose you should say, where in the codex, it's like, oh, this battle happened this way, and it's like, oh yeah, that was because the guys playing at Games Workshop had a game that went that way. Like, that's neat. Big titty rowboat gorilla man, just say warp shit, it works. Well, the funny thing about that is, if somebody rolled up and had a female Primarch model, right? You know that they don't exist in the universe's main line. But you know they could exist because Malkador in the Heresy said, I told him to make you sisters, but he thought I was joking. Like, Malkador explicitly says that he was like, there should have been women in this, and Emp said no. So if you just go like, a warp storm opened up, and a female Primarch walked out, guess what? That covers your basis for why your Imperium characters are fighting the Imperium, because they chronologically do not exist in that universe. And additionally, they would be classifiable as heresy. There you go. Now you have a reason why your Space Marines can fight those Space Marines. Have fun. Only men shall have my seed. Also, like, there is a cursed lore thing that I saw where it did say that some Emperor's Children and Slaanesh Worshipper Space Marines have regained use of their genitals, and I'm like, maybe we didn't need that. Maybe we didn't need to include that one. Because, like, that one's... Like, Slaanesh gets a bad rap already for being the sex god. And that's just gonna make it worse. But on the other hand, it is funny. In other news, Lucius fucks. I don't think Lucius could fuck. I think Lucius is made of leather. Are you kidding me? Shuriken and fucking... duality? Let's go. We're getting all the weird shit. Now we need to go for the zero cost cards, man. Jeez, okay. Doesn't really gain a lot of damage. But yeah, it is funny because it's like, lore-wise, Space Marines don't fuck. But apparently, if you are in the right camp of Emperor's Children, you might fuck. Which I don't care for. I don't really like that. I'm not a 3D print person personally, but like, you know, do what you gotta do. I 3D because I'm poor and have a friend who has a 3D printer. I mean, hey, that's fair. I just don't 3D print because it's expensive to get one and set one up. And because I like to have a limited palette of things to see what I can test my creativity out of. Sometimes it's for better, sometimes it's for worse. I've recently started drilling holes into a Tyranid that I had that's just sitting around and embedding skulls into its carapace. And I replaced the face of the Tyranid with a big skull on top of the mouth, and I'm just sitting there like, what if Chaos got into a Tyranid? What if the flesh became alive with the with the sounds of Chaos, you know? I have a problem. I chaosify everything. And apparently that's not restricted to just human units. I have a model that I really want to do. I have a model that I really want to do. that is the Demon Prince model that just came out a while ago. Anything in Warhammer that's like 2 years old just came out for me. The Demon Prince model that came out, and I was gonna say Farsight, because I want to take the Commander Farsight model and kit bash it with the Demon Prince and make a like Zinchian like chaos fucking Eldar army, because I think that would, or not Eldar, Tau army, because I think that would be really cool. Meanwhile, for Eldar, I want to do a Chaos Undivided Eldar army. A Tau battlesuit Hellbrute sounds sick as fuck. Yeah, exactly, right? Like have like the smaller model battlesuits as like whatever, like obliterators or something like that. So you just stick all the guns on in really fucked up ways. Stuff like that, you know? And like Chaos Undivided Eldar would be really fun because all the different aspect shrines you could make different gods. I should have done more attacks there, but I got wrapped up in my Warhammer. Like, imagine the swooping hawk guys, but they're all fucking Slanesh. Not fucking Slanesh, but, you know, same difference at the end of the day, right? I'm just saying warp spiders sound like a Slanesh party. Like, I feel like warp spiders are one that you could pick almost anything for. Like, they could be almost any particular Chaos God, but, like, I feel like if you kit bashed them with some, like, weird organic limbs instead of the robot-y limbs, it would be really good. The striking scorpions, but they're all corn painted, so they're all red. You know? They look like, because Korn and Kane are, like, so close, they just look like miniature avatars of Kane. Drukhari Homunculus, but Nurgle sounds pretty cool. Yeah, and so that's the thing, is I really liked the idea of because the Ynnari were an army for a while there, I really wanted to do this, like, counts as a Ynnari army, but run with all of these chaos-aspected characters. So you'd have, like, the mix of Drukhari and Eldari armors together. And then they had the Corsairs that came out, and they're already a nice little mix. It's just, it's expensive. That's the problem. If I could get money to make kit bashes, I would love to do it, but unfortunately, I'm terrible at content creation. Just awful. I know that's ironic to say while streaming, but, you know, I don't think I'm doing a great job here either. We love kit bashes, but not the financial strain. Yeah, and that's the thing. Even with, like, a 3D printer, there's still, like, an initial cost to even touching it, right? So, it's expensive no matter how I want to break it down. But yeah, I'm a big kit bashing fan. I really want to do like a Mesoamerican Space Marine army using Seraphon parts. That one's been sitting in my head for a while. Because I have a couple of guys painted that are really old now, like really, really, really old. But it was a couple of guys that were painted in this half and half, one half like not quite metallic red, and then the other half not quite metallic like blue-green color. And I had taken some some Blood Angels transfers, and I cut them out, and took some Thousand Suns transfers and cut them out, and combined the Blood Angel and Thousand Suns transfer, so that way it was an Ouroboros with wings, like a feathered serpent. And the idea was that it would be this, like, army of Blood Angels from the Dark Founding. But the reality was that they were actually like a fucking AdMech guy's little genetic pet project. And that it had utilized Thousand Suns gene seed in the process to make them. And so instead of having like the Black Rage and all of their vampirism, they randomly start to mutate because of the curse of the Thousand Suns having mutations, right? And so whenever they would start to mutate and get feathery and weird and fucked up, they would ship them off, and they would be their version of the Death Company. So like, the Death Company would have like a chaplain leading it, and he would have like a big feathery arm, for instance. And it's like, it's the chaplain's job to basically guide all of these guys that are mutating and flesh-changing to their deaths, so that way their secret never gets found out. My vampire guy suddenly flesh-changing in the 41st millennium to Dante's horror. I feel like Dante would see it, and he wouldn't even question it, right? Like, he would see the guy develop feathers, and he would be like, just like Sanguinius. And then the guy would start turning into, like, a horrible monster, and he would be like, what is wrong with our... what is wrong with our people? Like, okay, one of these I can see. This might be a blessing. Hold on. Okay, never mind. Put him down. Put him down. Jesus, okay. Wasn't that a plot point with Blood Angel getting wings at some point? I'm not sure about that, but if you want to know something really fucked up, the Blood Angels have access to Psyker Dreadnoughts and the Thousand Suns don't. Just like a little thing that annoys the shit out of me. That was kind of where the origin of I want to play a Blood Angels army came out. Which was, I want to play a Blood Angels army because they get a Psychic Dreadnought that has wings. Like, it just manifests these fucking wings and can fly. And I'm like, really? Putting you in the box of Psychic No-No Tomb. See, and that's the thing is, like, I always see these people complain about it in Warhammer discussions, because they're like, well, we know that putting people in the box makes them crazier. And so a Chaos one would just end up insane and using its Psyker powers to, like, rip open holes in the warp. And I'm like, that's what we already do! Like, come on. And even then, you're telling me that we don't have a Rubric Dreadnought? We have to have a fucking Hellbrute? Come on, man. Like, I want to run, like, old-fashioned Horus Heresy Dreads. And if I could get a hold of them, like, the original Tzeentch Dreads from Forge World from, like, 20 years ago. 25 years ago. I would love to load those into my army. Rubric Dreadnought sounds kind of sick, kind of wish I had an 8-bound dread or something. I feel like the World Eaters are going to get stuff, but it's going to take time. But also, if you're not Space Marines or Chaos Undivided, you just kind of don't get stuff. Unless you're Death Guard. Death Guard got like a fucking ton of shit for some reason, and then they never did that for the rest of us. Like the T-Suns only just got their weird bird robots. And people don't like the bird robots, but I think they look good. I think they wanted like really big, bulky automata, like what the AdMech have. But I don't know. I think it works. I think Calgar needs like 3 more models. Yo, what is with Calgar getting like another model? It's really weird, right? There are some characters though I do wish they had like 2 alternate forms of their character listed. A lot of people are hoping for like a Huron Blackheart model, and I'm just kind of like, I don't want to hold my breath on that one. I don't think it's coming. Named models in Warhammer in general are really rare. Because they really do want to push for the Your Dudes thing. And then, like, if you have a named model, it's more like you're getting backup from the big guys kind of thing. But you are right that it would be nice to have some more. Like, the Emperor's Children do get 2. They do have Lucius and Fabius. Undivided has a couple. Like, the Black Legion has Abaddon, obviously. They had, like, that Harkon World Claimer guy. Oh boy, I can't wait to win this battle, the humble named Ultramarine. The Ultramarines do have an absurd amount of named characters. But, like, the Space Wolves kind of do, too. You know who I really want? I want that Spider-Woman that works for Abaddon as a Chaos model. Because, like, why isn't she? Like, we've got Vashtor now. Like, she'd go well with Vashtor. She's like a weird fucking AdMech woman. Oh, this is gonna be bad, huh? Or the former Night Lord's librarian from the Night Lord series. I'm not too familiar with the Night Lord series of stuff, so unfortunately it exists a little bit outside of my purview. We're not getting out of this, huh? It's been a bad night for purples. It's always defeat. It's always defeat. But oh well. We had a good run in the lead up with Tilfin and everybody. That was a fun game. I'm gonna end stream now a little early. Because I gotta do laundry, if I'm being completely honest. But yeah, no. Hickory, if you want to discuss more Warhammer stuff, feel free to join the Discord. We do have a miniatures chat that you can always post in. It's a little dead right now. But like there was a post from yesterday that was BattleTech, and then before that was some fucking what do you call it? Armored Core. Drop that link. I think the link is like down below. Hold on. Also, Pookie? Excuse me? Who calls anybody Pookie nowadays?